Hey y'all, it's All of Destiny. In this video, I will be sharing with you all my go-to makeup look as of lately, my new favorite lip combination, a quick hair hack to save the day, as well as my outfit. And now that I have your attention for 24 minutes, or at least I hope that I will, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up as well. I've already done my skincare routine. I will have the link in the description box down below, a thumbnail that looks like this, and it'll show you all my drugstore only skincare routine. I feel like skincare is definitely important before just jumping straight in with makeup. I got a new beauty blender for Valentine's Day. I'm going to try to give you all the look that I've been wearing and all of these as of lately. A little bit of this. Everybody's been asking me about lip combo lately. My pictures are on my Instagram. Sometimes I reach for high end, sometimes I reach for low end, but as far as the look itself and what I go for is usually the same. Foundation that I've been using lately is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Plus Concealer. Mine is in TN Golden Tan. I picked this up when I ran out of my high-end foundation and I've been liking it. I kind of don't really knock drugstore products too much because if you think about the parent brand and the company, take L'Oreal for example. Estee Lauder is high-end, right? But L'Oreal, I was like, so I be feeling like, why not drugstore? So I picked up this 2-in-1 right here, and that's what I've been using. I kind of just slap it on like this. I don't want to do my makeup in a different type of way because I'm filming. I'm going to check, but my sloppy techniques are still going to be my sloppy techniques, let's be clear. And I've seen Jackie Aina do this. Take the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. And you don't want to use too much of this because it is dewy. Before I began blending, I sprayed this on my face. I think I got this at Walmart. I didn't prime, so that's sort of my way of doing it. Plus, when I'm out of primer, I skip primer. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. I had color corrected yesterday when I did my makeup, but the pictures that you all see on Instagram don't usually consist of that, so I won't do it here. It was just something that I was trying. I like the way it looked around the mouth. Kind of used the body of the beauty blender just to pat all of this into my skin, but the amount that I take is all that I feel that I need. As I build on top of my makeup, that'll give me my layers. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to try some new stuff. I got this. If y'all end up liking my makeup video and y'all want me to do more, then I'll use it next time I do my makeup. Sometimes I've been switching in between either highlighting or contouring first just to see if my end result overall looks different to me, and I feel a little more snatched, if you will, when I do my contouring before I do my highlighting. You see me trying to talk and work. This is why I don't do makeup tutorials, because I can't, basically. My two options of choice for contouring, if I do reach for my high end, then I'll use my Anastasia Contour Cream Kit. But when I don't want to do that and I reach for drugstore, I go for the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and my shade is in Chestnut. I apply this on the, what is this called? I watch all these makeup tutorials, but I can't remember what it's called. You're kind of observing your face to see where it's naturally dark at, where the sun naturally hits it. That helps to let me know where my shade and light should go. Or I guess that's how I think of it. Shade being the parts that you want to send to the back, and then the highlighting being the portions that you want to bring attention to. A little bit of that under the mouth. So if you saw my maintenance routine, okay, I'm talking and trying to, can you work please? This brush that I take, don't know where these brushes are from. Most of my makeup items are usually gifts from family and stuff, but this one I like it because it says buffed bronzer, and basically it lets me know that I should use it for bronzer. But if you all saw my maintenance routine, thank you to everyone that did watch, by the way. That video is at about 94,000 views, which is insane. I wasn't expecting that at all. I wasn't expecting you all to like it that much, but I told you all for my press-ons, the packaging claims 10-day wear. I did do my press-ons on February the 12th. Today is currently February the 22nd. So purposely didn't glue them back on for the sake of this video because I do want them to go ahead and come off so that I can do something else. Clearly I can't talk about bronzer because I forgot to also put this here as well as here. Boom. This brush is angled. It has like a slant to it, so I use it this way and push back. And I stay higher up, the product is going to go down lower anyway. So if I stay right here, as far as cleaning up that, it's like right here where it needs to be. Depending on if I'm wearing a frontal or whatever hairstyle I may wear, I don't care too much about the forehead. Sliding back. I can't do this. Ooh, I can't do this. I can't do this. Shout out to everyone that does makeup videos. I feel like the more I do these, I'll get into the habit of them. Gotta kind of like zone out. And I pinch the brush, by the way, as I sweep this around the nose. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me the other day when I was like, oh, I want to film my makeup tutorial. Every time I post a picture, they're like, makeup, makeup. We like your makeup. Do you have a video? Me being me, I was like, shucks. I don't film it because it's hard for me to film it. I was sitting here doing my makeup and just talking to myself like I was on YouTube, and I wish that would have been the one I recorded because it was just working out so well for me. I put the bronzer here, right? In order to make sure that that line isn't harsh, I tap on the outside of the line, which ends up blending it together. But I don't know, if you can clock something on Instagram, just don't tell me. I like a little bit underneath the mouth. It gives the illusion of a little bit of a more pout, which looks well with the lip combo that I do, which I'm going to show you all. My most asked question on Instagram as of lately, what is that lip combo? Medium beige as well as creamy beige. I have anything left in here. I apply this underneath the eyes. I don't go too far down with it because I feel like it's going to spread when you blend it anyway. So you want to try to control the product a little bit lighter. And just sit some of that on there as well. This is where I attempt to start contouring my nose by tying it all together, coming over in that direction. Small amount on the chin because I don't really like to highlight my chin. It makes it look longer, I guess. Just a little bit here. I do like a little triangle, if you will. And then I bring it down the nose. Comment down below, let me know if you're like a brows first or brows after you finish all of your makeup. I don't know how people do that. Like, product doesn't stick to my brows. I guess you're supposed to clean them off or something. I don't know. While I allow this to sit, I like to multitask. We're gonna do the brows. Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in dark brown. Let's just be honest, ain't nothing else like a brow wiz. I'm just gonna begin brushing out my brows. If you all have seen Sophiology's updated brow tutorial, that's kind of what I go by. Product wise, I use something different, but my technique for the way that she sculpts her brows, the shape and everything, that's where it's from. I'm gonna shut up to make sure that these look nice. I'm semi-satisfied with the shape that I have created. I just take a brush that is like this. Sort of flat, sort of skinny, sort of slim. These brushes were also a gift from one of my subscribers, guys. So I know y'all be asking like, where is this from? Where is that from? Quickly start underneath the brow and do that. And then I start coming towards the front. I like for it to look a little more rounded. So sort of like this, not like just straight. Sometimes if I'm being lazy and I don't want to put the product directly onto the brush, I'll just take a little bit out and go straight in. This gives you a little more precision too, and you can just, you know, boom. I'm dipping into that lighter shade near the brow bone to make sure that it's a little more highlighted in that area. Even if I don't go light underneath the entire brow, just right here where the arch is. Try to slant them a little bit right here, kind of go up at an angle. You want to follow the shape of your own brow. You're filling in basically what's I can't do this. And now I've had time for this to really set. It just helps the product to get a little more thick than just blending it right after you've applied it. And you can't really see what I'm blending in on the chin, but that's what we want. Clean up a little bit under here. I don't use that super light one, but I use Fawn, the same color that we used above the brows, because that one is closest to my skin tone. On top of the brows, you can also use your foundation because you don't want it to be light there. You want it to be highlighted underneath the brow, but not on the top. In my order of blending, I work my way up, starting at the bottom of the face upwards. Starting at the chin, underneath the cheekbones, and I use the point of my sponge to make sure that I'm getting exactly how I want for it to be. When I began to blend underneath the eyes, I bounce back and forth basically between both of them, and occasionally I'll look up because I feel like it pulls the skin a little more tight so that I can really blend underneath my eye. I'm really trying to work on not having like creases and having like an Instagram type of under eye. Like, did she edit that? That's what I'm going for, as close as I can get to it. And I use the point of this to really get in that corner. I do have the Morphe sponges as well, guys, but I gotta be honest, I don't like those at all compared to the Beauty Blender. To even out the eyelids, start taking the extra product up on the eyes, and that also works as a base for your eyeshadow to even out the skin tone if you want to go in with all of your colors. To make sure that the lines aren't harsh, I take the opposite side of the Beauty Blender and I tap that right where the line ends. So you can see this side, and by tapping right over that, it begins to blend it for me. Don't like the lighting on this side. Let's go ahead and discuss currently what I haven't been liking about being natural. Okay, when I was relaxed, right, and I would do a roller set or I would straighten out my hair. When you go to bed, you basically wrap it up, put your scarf on. When you get up the next morning, calm it down. Bada bing, bada boom, and everything looks nice. To make sure you don't mess up the perfectly carved brow that you've done, use the point. Go ever so slightly. Blend around that. Tap, tap, tap. If you mess it up, you can just fix it, but I try to be neat to where I don't have to. When I do my wash and go, I go on about my day. I come home, I put my bundle on, this one right here, and then I go to sleep, right? I get up in the morning. The thing that I don't like about being natural, like nobody ever told me this, the day-to-day maintenance, I can't. Like, I cannot get with that for nothing. I can't. You have to do too much fluffing, too much wetting. People talk about heat damage when it comes to a person straightening their hair, and most people avoid talking about how over manipulation can also damage your hair. Like, imagine having to re-wet your hair because your curls don't look the same the next day. I've tried banding. A lot of people say, oh, try the banding, put rubber bands on it, do this, do that, and the other, but none of it works for me. I try to leave these dark areas right there so that when I contour, I didn't highlight my entire nose. Then it works for me and not against me. But yeah, I just don't like that at all. And so what ends up happening when you all see my little puff, I just say, let me just work my hair up in a puff then, since my wash and go is just gone. And I feel like the pineapple and all of that works well for people that have long hair. They got lengths to put in pineapple. My hair when it dries is short, so I have nothing to pineapple. I wake up and it's just like flat to my head, and by the time I try to fluff it, it's big, but then it's just afro big, like no definition is there. For my most asked questions, Destiny, what do you like or dislike about being natural? It's the day-to-day maintenance. I do not like it. I mean, my relaxed hair would never disrespect me that way. Alrighty, let's use my Laura Mercier. I think I'm almost out of this, so maybe I can finish the last of it. I'm gonna use my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I like the yellow of this. Put it in here too. Tapping into this. If you have a lot, I just kind of put the rest on the hand. Make sure it's not so much. If you don't have to look like this while you're making sure it's blended, you're doing it right. Then I do like this. No, I'm kidding. Okay, maybe not. And I began pressing that underneath the eyes. Kind of sitting it there first while I get the other side down as well. I'm really playing around with my lights a lot in this video. I don't film makeup videos often, so different compared to when I do my hair. Everywhere that you saw me use concealer, those are the areas where you want to set, because the concealer is cream, so you don't want to just leave it as is. It'll begin to move around. So putting this powder on top, it keeps it from moving. It takes down the shine and everything too. Hollows of the cheek where we want it to look a little more snatched. A bit around the mouth and down the bridge of the nose. So now that I placed it, I just began to press that into the skin. Put a little bit of that on the eye. See, that's what creasing is. See that? That's creasing. You don't want to set it. You want to pat it back out like this. Now it's blended, which is why it's best to go ahead and set your concealer once you finish doing it. I'm just talking to y'all like I know what I'm talking about, and I don't. Like, I just do my face, sis, based on my face. Sometimes I get a little messy, but the way that I clean it up is the reason that my nose gets a little, let me not say snatched. Destiny, they could not think your nose be snatched, like at all. Like, you not snatching nose out here. Your nose is not snatched. On the rest of the face, shout out to Alyssa Ashley, I take the Sephora Micro Smooth powder. This is in Mahogany. Deep, number 56. My big fluffy elf brush, I bought a new one because I messed up my other one. Before I began to circle on the face, I pat into the face. That way I'm not like digging up the foundation or digging up the concealer that was placed. I like to take a little bit of each product that I'm using, because if you think about makeup, it's like layers on the face. You have the foundation, you're building on top of that with concealer, more concealer if you would like. A little bit of everything helps me to get to the makeup looks that you all see, because I know sometimes people say, oh, that's a lot of makeup, but no one does their makeup with the hopes of using a little bit. I think that's called minimal makeup, not necessarily not using product. I tap it up the brows as well. It takes down the shine on them, since most brow pencils are like of a waxy substance. When you light a candle, it's wax, right? And you go outside, especially in the summertime, that's why your brows could look shiny. It's because you used a pencil, and pencil is waxy. You know, it gets hot and all of that. Now that I've said that, we'll go in with the True Complexion Contour palette. This one is medium to dark, and the shade that I use is Sculpt. It's just right for my contouring. Another just like big fluffy one. All of the pink ones came in a little thing like this together. I'll see if I can find something similar on Amazon. I don't know if it'll be exact because it was a gift from a subscriber, but if you're interested, you know, it'll be there. Tap into Sculpt. Remember where we put the dark concealer? This brings that back if you set your face and lost a little bit of it. So everything I do, I try to keep it as close to my skin tone as possible. Like even when I highlight and stuff, it's not like overly highlighted. I guess that's what now everyone calls soft glam. No shade, no tea. Before y'all start calling it soft glam, we've been doing soft glam. A lot of the girls I watch, I'll say anyways, majority of them do. When people tell me, oh, your makeup would look better if you would have put on some lashes.
Do some dramatic colors.
So the girls, that's the ones that do the dramatic colors. They put on the large lashes. They give you bold Instagram, couple thousand likes. It's like, we've been doing this, basically. But we were the ones that was told to take it up to the standard that you do, while you bring it down to where we are doing soft glam, and now you're the one that wants to call it a thing when we've been wearing soft glam before y'all titled it soft glam. Like, it's been a thing for some of us. Scroll my Instagram and see that my makeup looks are always just nice, cute little natural makeup looks. Maybe you don't think they're cute, I don't know. I feel like I've turned down my lighting too much, but that's too bright. So the brush that I use when I do my nose is sort of skinny, sort of angled like this, slim, if you will. Not too slim to where you can notice a harsh line, but just use like a small brush. And I used to do like this with it, starting out like this and coming in, but I feel like it gives more symmetry to my face when I keep it right here at the beginning of the brow and bring it down. If you look at that close enough, you can see that it's sort of like a triangle. That's why when I was highlighting, I may put it over here to the side. When I was highlighting, I was kind of centering that off with like a upside down triangle, and that just brings more symmetry to the face. I feel like most times people that we think are decent to look upon have nice symmetry and structure to their face. That's what you want to bring back with your with your makeup. If you want to be a little bit extra with your contouring, you can also take some on the opposite sides of that, and also go under that inner corner, because I did bring the concealer up in that area as well. Sweeping up and down on the nose, that blends everything, but we still have a nicely contoured nose, but not overly done. I was supposed to be picking up a lot of my new products. I didn't even reach for these either, and I think I finally fixed the lighting. I like to use a smaller brush to make sure I've really got the concealer in near the nose. Finishing touches, anything that may have been lost with the brow, I put back, which I guess is why some people do theirs later. I'd rather do a little bit at the beginning and a little bit at the end. Do like hair-like strokes. If you all watch Tara Walker, I saw her do that. Getting into this eyeshadow that you all like most of the time. Sometimes I do get lots of comments where you all suggest that I should reach for more high-end palettes and have more high-end. It's time for you to step your game up with your eyeshadow, blah, blah, blah. Either way, guys, believe it or not, I just reached for this LA Colors little nude palette. I had started purchasing some products because I wanted to do a Dollar Tree makeup tutorial, and this was one of the things that I had seen in there. The fact that you all have been liking it and didn't know where it came from, Dollar Tree. Tap into this one, right? Something that's just brown. If I don't reach for that, but I want something inside of the eyes without it looking bland, I'll use the same thing that I contour with. Tap it off. I like when Kyra on her videos, Kyra and Monique, should be like, but mine never sound like hers. I'm not gonna do it perfectly because I don't be doing it perfectly. I just do it like this, and y'all be liking it. Brush is kind of fluffy, and it's from Wet n Wild. Stay up near the crease. I'll let some of it get all over the eyelid, but I don't go too high up near my brow. Like if you press it just a little bit, you can feel. See how that is? That's where I'm sweeping it into. Sorry, I can't give you terms, girl. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do my face. If I want a little more definition, I'll go ahead and tap into this darker one and just stay closest to the outside and kind of sweep it in. I'm using the same brush for all of this too. I don't really think too hard about it. I think I'll invest in like having lots of eyeshadow brushes when I want to really get dramatic with my looks, but I don't be cutting creases and knives and butter and sauteing peppers. So for now, sis, we're good. Destiny likes to get dressed before she finishes her makeup, and she also chose not to chat with you all when she came back, so voiceover Destiny is going to do her thing. I'm taking this brow gel that I got in Atlanta. It used to be a 3-in-1 brow kit. I only have the brow gel left. Everything else has run out. I'm using the duo glue that you all recommended, allowing the glue a little drying time. I'm taking the True Complexion contour palette, dipping into those same shades that we use for eyeshadow along the lash line. Taking my Milani Baked Blush, and I'm going to apply quite a bit more than the normal amount of this. Since blush is on the top, it wears off first. To make sure that my blush is blended, I tapped it out with the Beauty Blender. I'm going to use this lash tool to apply my lashes. Looking downwards into the mirror, I place the lash in the center first, and then I align the inner and outer corners. I don't always get this right the first time. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know. There's a silicone tip on the opposite end that helps to ensure that my lashes are applied very well. If you don't want to touch your face while applying your lashes, this method is a little more difficult, but different technique, same results. If you're a beginner like me, I definitely recommend this applicator over standard tweezers. If you already have your outfit idea in mind, you can skip applying makeup on the neck. That way you won't ruin your outfit. Taking my De-Slick by Urban Decay. It doesn't spray out like that all the time. I'm just down to the last of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and tap that into the skin, which actually benefited me. It helped my makeup to look more skin-like. The fan, my bougie fan, is from the beauty supply store, and my lash curler is from Dollar Tree because I mean, why not? Using the lash curler after I've applied the falsies helps them to take on the curve of my natural eye shape. I'm taking my Dang Girl mascara by Too Faced. The real name of this product reminds me of the comments you all leave me sometimes when you think I look cute on Instagram. Oh, but this is about the makeup, my bad. Now I'm going to go ahead and, going to do my liner. This pencil is by Black Radiance, and that kind of helps to define the eyes a little bit more since we did do that concealer. Some of it gets on our lashes. So to bring my natural lashes back to black, I sweep the mascara over them. I also use this mascara when I don't apply false lashes as well. This also helps to blend them with the false ones. Taking my Wet n Wild highlight, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. fan brush just to apply that. As I began to apply it along my forehead and my chin, I haven't dipped back into the product because I like to just have just a little bit in that area. Using a small little pencil brush, I apply that in my inner corners, down the bridge of my nose, along with the tip and my Cupid's bow. And for my wing, or the lack of today, I'm just going to actually take this along the top of the lash line to blend that. Thought I wanted to do inner corner. I'm trying to get into the habit of starting to do that to add it to my makeup looks, but I was messing up today, so we'll skip that. And now for the lip combo. Yes, listen up, listen up. These are the shades that I'll be using. They're not necessarily product specific. If you can find similar shades or dupes, definitely do that. I'm taking the NYX Lingerie. This one is in After Hours. The foundation and whatever concealer may have gotten on my lips, I just rub that in. It helps for a smooth application of the lip combo. I'm taking After Hours and using that along the outer portions of the lip. Then I'm going to take the Absolute New York. This one is in a pink, and I apply that just a small amount in the center. These look very similar. I don't remember which one I used the very first time I did this lip combo. One is naked, one is stripped. Today I'll take naked, and I'm going to apply that on top of the pink that we previously applied, and then you want to go to blend it together. If you use your fingers, just be sure to put back anything that may have gotten lost. And that's the lip combo, girl. That's what we do. Now, let's do the hair. I was rushing. Most of my wigs are glueless. I never really glue them down, so they're usually molded and just ready to go. I did do this little flipped hairstyle while I was on my YouTube break, so I don't have the tutorial on that, but you just want to curl your flat iron in the opposite motion, and to avoid having to really lay the frontal portion, I decided to put on this cute tam from Shein. Yes ma'am, there you go. Make it look cute. No one knows, unless they've seen this video, what I'm hiding underneath. How do you like the look, and what are we giving the girls? Very much hair hack success. Skipping pink sugar, I'm applying my Marc Jacobs Decadence perfume today, and these BB boots are made for walking or sitting pretty at church. And now for the number of the day. The outfits of the day. I got the sweater dress from Boohoo last year. The necklaces, they're all together like it's one necklace. I got this from, I think, the Dollar Jewelry store. Well, it doesn't matter, but it's on Poplar in Memphis. It's closed now. Quality of it is really good. If I didn't get it from there, probably from the beauty supply store. Is where I get a lot of my like playful jewelry that's not like real gold. I have reviewed this wig before, but I kind of just washed it and flipped it outwards. I'll link the original video down below if you want more details on the hair. The tam is from Shein, and the tights are from a store in Memphis called Roses, but I'm sure you can find detailed tights like this anywhere. The boots are BB. Carried my black Rebecca Minkoff purse. Questions or comments, be sure to leave all of that down below. I definitely want to do more videos like this for you all, so I hope that you all do like it as much as you all liked my maintenance day routine. Again, shout out to everyone that did view that video. Waking up to see the numbers, the views. Oh my goodness, because I worked so hard on this, so I was just happy about that. Whatever is linkable will be linked down below, and I will talk to you all in my next upload. Peace. Follow me on Instagram for when I'm not here on YouTube. I'm usually on my stories every day. I have started posting to my YouTube stories as well. If you're not on Instagram, then I kind of bring some of my stories over here to YouTube. Click on my cute little face to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next video. Bye.